Good afternoon and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Senior High and the sports complex here on the beautiful campus of Lincoln as we bring you Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball action here between the visiting SPASH Panthers coming in at 14-5 overall. A big winner against DC Everest last week. That was a no-hit performance by Noah Marschke. Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln coming off of a couple of big wins over Antigo over the weekend. They're at 14-8 on the season. SPASH did take the earlier matchup last week in a big win for the SPASH Panthers, a 6-2 win for Coach Craig Terpstra and the rest of the SPASH Panthers. Go through our starting lineups here. Batting first and in center field for Stevens Point, number 15, Tommy Droner. Batting second and at second base, number 22, Cale Roth. Batting third in left field, number 24, Bennett Klisch. Batting fourth and in right field, number 8, Ben Rocek. Batting fifth and doing the DHing, number 1, Bryce Ayer. He is hitting for the pitcher, Caden Thauer. Batting sixth and at first base, number 4, Noah Marschke. Batting seventh and at third base, number 12, Riley Wardzinski. Batting eighth and behind the plate, number 1, Deacon Kobach. Batting ninth and at shortstop, number 2, Gavin Shabilski. As we step aside for the national anthem, come back with the Rapid starting lineup. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates, and our outcomes are much better.
The umpires for today's game are Derek Freeman and Gary Spencer.
They finished the coaches meeting at home plate. A lot going on the last couple of minutes here in Wisconsin Rapids. Go through the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln batting order. Batting first in the left field, number 12, Brennan Huber. Batting second in the right field, number 18, Cole Laddick. Batting third and on the mound, number 21, Brayden Lewis. Batting fourth and at third base, number 5, Ashton Potter. Batting fifth and at shortstop, number 10, Caden Sengbush. Batting sixth and at second base, number 3, Carson Gunderson. Batting seventh and doing the DHing today, number 17, Brian Olds. He is hitting for the catcher, Cannon Plowman. Batting eighth and at first base, number 28, Jacob Tokarski. And batting ninth and in center field, number 11, Austin Juneman. Of course, head coach by Bob Galetta and the rest of the Lincoln coaching staff here on this gorgeous Monday afternoon here in central Wisconsin. If SPASH wins here today, they will pretty much mark their territory on another Wisconsin Valley Conference title, as they will have 2 games against Wausau East this week. Wausau East just 1 win in conference at 1-7 coming in to the ball game here this to their doubleheader against Wausau West this afternoon. On the mound for Wisconsin Rapids, Brayden Lewis, a hard-throwing left-hander. As who do we have last week? Just taking a look back here. Jordan Tibbetts started things off on the mound for Wisconsin Rapids in their game last week in a 6-2 loss. SPASH came out right away, scored a couple of runs in the first inning. Tommy Droner got hit by a pitch. Cale Roth doubled, and a couple of Bennett Klisch had an RBI ground out, and Bryce Ayer had a sacrifice fly in the first inning to jump on top of Wisconsin Rapids early. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Solaris. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris Fiber Network is the fastest technology available, and it's more reliable than cable internet and provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years and has the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. Tommy Droner to lead things off here this afternoon. The first pitch from Lewis hits the outside corner, and we start at 4:59 here in Wisconsin Rapids with a strike from Lewis to Droner. Brayden works quickly. That one's chopped as Droner trips out of the box. Lewis steps and throws, and a out of Droner to start the ball game. Don't know if he tripped over his bat or just tough footing on the turf. But nonetheless, a big first out for Brayden Lewis and the Red Raiders. And now Cale Roth doubled his first at-bats against Wisconsin Rapids last week. Again, SPASH coming off of a huge win on Friday against DC Everest, a no-hitter thrown by Noah Marschke. That was going to be popped up third base side. A lot of foul territory here in Wisconsin Rapids. A ball and a strike now to Roth. Rapids coming off of a doubleheader sweep of Anago on Saturday. That was going to be looped into center, and a one-out base hit for Cale Roth. Went out, reached for it, and just got enough on the ball to poke it into center field, and there's a runner at first with one out for Bennett Klisch. SPASH is going to be throwing Caden Thauer, who threw against Rapids last week. But because they were supposed to play on Thursday, that game got rained out, much like every other event in the area on Thursday. That was going to be fouled straight back to the screen, and it's 0-1. And then because of SPASH's previous engagements with DC Everest, they were not able to play on Friday, so they moved it up to the beautiful Monday afternoon. That's going to be driven to deep right center field. That one is going to be stabbed at and caught by Cole Laddick. And there is two away. Good bat on it by Bennett Klisch, but right to Cole Laddick. And there's two outs for Ben Rotchak, the right fielder. That game against DC Everest was at Memorial Park in Plover. That's SPASH won. Throw down to second is high and into center field. And Coach Terpstra is going to keep Cale Roth at second base after the stolen base. There's a ball high and away, and it's 1-0. Cannon Plumman behind the plate for Wisconsin Rapids. Brennan Huber, Austin Juneman, Cole Laddick from left to right. Ashton Potter, Caden Singbush, Carson Gunderson, and Jacob Tokarski from third to first. And Lewis just misses low and out. Cannon Plumman catching Brayden today. 4 live games for you on Zaleski Sports today. That's going to be driven right back up the middle. Diving stop by Singbush. The throw over and got him in time. What a play by Caden Singbush to save a run here in the top of the first inning. A web gem of a play for Caden Singbush, and we are a half an inning in the books. It is SPASH nothing. Wisconsin Rapids coming up. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this
this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970, in 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
What a way to end that top of the first inning. Caden Sengbush taking away an RBI and a base hit for Ben Rodchek. And Caden Thauer out there to throw now for Stevens Point. Caden last week went 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, a couple of runs, and got the win against Lincoln last week. Again, really struggled early on against Wisconsin Rapids to start his outing. Really calmed things down after he got a couple more runs support for him, and after he got a double play in the 3rd inning, it was all downhill from there for Wisconsin Rapids offensively, and all uphill for Caden Thauer and the SPASH Panthers. At Bloomer at Columbus Catholic Baseball, they're in the top of the first inning, scoreless. Again, a lot of these schools just trying to finish up and get some games in before the playoffs start for some schools on Thursday. We'll get into the Division I regional that was released today. First one from Thauer to Brendan Huber, misses high and away, and it's 1-0. These two teams making their marks on the Division I sectional. 1-0 from Thauer, just missed low, and it's 1-0. Stevens Point got a 2 seed, so they will not have to play until next Thursday, Thursday, June 2nd will be their first playoff game. That one's going to be popped up a mile high in the air. Warzinski back on it, and Shabilsky calling him off. And he's going to make the catch as Gavin Shabilsky ranges over and makes the play. 1 up and 1 down for Cole Laddick. Stevens Point getting a 2 seed. Again, all these teams will meet at Carson Park in Eau Claire on June 7th. That is sectional day and all around the state in baseball. Our first one from Thauer to Laddick is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. SPASH got a 2 seed. Wisconsin Rapids got a 5 seed. So if Rapids wins their first game, then they'll have to head over to Hudson. Most likely. Hudson a 4 seed. Evens up the count at 1-1. Have softball regionals starting tomorrow, including a big rematch here at Lincoln High School with Wausau West coming back. Low and away for a ball, and it's 2-1. A game that Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln won last week. 2-1. Scored in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rapids girls, if they win, will probably have to head over to Stevens Point on Thursday. And there's a strike to even it up at 2-2. Marshfield got a 2 seed. Chippewa Falls gets a 1 seed. Caden Thauer comes back set. Looks in and fires on the 2-2. That was going to be popped up in the air as well. Same area. Shabilsky calls off Warzinski, and then Warzinski calls off Shabilsky, and a couple of chuckles and smiles over there from the third baseman and the shortstop. And there's 2 away. Popped up pretty much the exact same spot. And now Braden Lewis, the left-handed hitter. Braden 0 for 4 in the game on last week Tuesday. So Stevens Point got a 3 seed in softball. Lincoln got a 6 seed. There's one in there for a strike to Braden Lewis. Marshfield got a 2 seed, so if Lincoln can beat Wausau West tomorrow, they'll most likely take on Stevens Point on Thursday. Hits the outside corner, and Lewis behind 0-2. Rapids wants another shot at Marshfield, who they beat at Marshfield last week. The week before. It wasn't that long ago. And the 0-2 spinner, Lewis staying alive. In the baseball brackets, Eau Claire North got the number 1 seed in the bracket. Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln a 5 seed. Hudson a 4 seed. Stevens Point, or SPASH, got a number 2 seed. That was going to be fouled straight back into the netting, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes to Braden Lewis. So Stevens Point in a regional final already. We'll take on the winner of Superior and Chippewa Falls. That is on Thursday, June 2nd. And then they all will meet up again at Carson Park. Foul back to the screen again. Good job by Braden Lewis. They all meet back up again at Carson Park in Eau Claire on June 7th. Eau Claire Memorial a 3 seed. SPASH a 2 seed. Hudson the 4 seed. That one misses high. It's 1-2. A couple of years ago, not that long ago, there were 3 Wisconsin Valley Conference teams in that sectional. And Eau Claire North came away with a sectional final win over Wisconsin Rapids. That was Marshfield, SPASH, and Lincoln. And that one misses outside as Thauer was making his mark, or making his move to the dugout. Evens it back up. This is good at bat for Braden Lewis. Fouled a couple of tough pitches off. Thauer comes set and kicks, fires, 2-2. Popped it up, third base side, not a play. The sectional for Division I softball this year in sectional number 1, which Lincoln and SPASH and Marshfield and Chi High are all in. It's going to be played at Madison Elementary Field in Marshfield. Just missed again, and the counter runs full to Braden Lewis. Man, what an at-bat here. A couple of pop-outs to start this inning. Braden Lewis was behind, no balls and 2 strikes, and has fought all the way back here. Thauer fires. Now he's going to be driven to right. Over on it is Racek. He's going to make the catch to end the first inning. We have played 1 complete. Lincoln goes in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have played an inning. It is SPASH nothing, Lincoln nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you, and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Top of the second inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. For SPASH, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. For the Panthers, that'll be Bryce Ayer, Noah Marshke, and Riley Warzinski for Coach Craig Terpstra and the SPASH Panthers. a score that we have from Wausau East. It was Wausau West 2, Wausau East 1. That was through 3 innings. And again, if Wausau East picks up an upset win over Wausau West and SPASH wins today, then SPASH will win the conference outright with 2 games left. Most likely with Wausau East. With Wausau East going to be taking on SPASH. SPASH up to Wausau tomorrow. Wausau East coming down to Buchholz on Thursday as Bryce Air looks at a strike and it evens it up at 1-1. We'll be right back here in Wisconsin Rapids on Wednesday nights as the first ever Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks game, the inaugural game, the inaugural season for the Redhawks. 7:30 first pitch. This is high and away to Air, and it's 3-1. They will be missing a handful of guys, though, with Caleb and Nathan Kromenacher and Tyler Byer. Big congratulations to those guys heading to Super Regionals for the NCAA Division III playoffs. The 3-2. High chopper to Sengbush. Plays on the hop and fires to get Bryce Air by a step. Able to reload his arm and get Air by a step and a half. There's one away for Noah Marschke. They'll be taking on a longtime rival, Whitewater. I believe starting on the 27th. That would make sense. Friday through Sunday. Best 2 out of 3 series. The location of that is to be determined. There's one to Marschke for a strike, and it's 1-1. They lost their game against North Central College out of Illinois on Saturday. Came back, beat Coe College to stave off elimination, and then they put up 48 runs in 2 games against North Central to win back the regional. That one's going to be knuckled into right field for a base hit. Left it up high for Marschke. The long, lanky left-hander was able to punch it into right field. The second base hit of the game for Stevens Point.
The third baseman, number 12, Riley.
See if we have a location yet for that super regional against Whitewater. The place is still to be determined. Somewhere in between Stevens Point and Whitewater. Inside of Warzinski, and it's 1-0. Maybe Oshkosh. Oshkosh seems like a good place to go. Lewis works quickly. That one's going to be fouled into the softball diamond, and it's 1-1. Ball and a strike to Riley Warzinski, the third baseman for Stevens Point. A couple of errors in their game against Rapids on Tuesday. That's going to be popped up and out of play again, and it's 1-2. So no word from the NCAA on those super regionals yet. They don't even have the winners updated on the online. Pickoff back over to first. Marschke back easily. We play here in the top of the second. 1-2 count to Riley Warzinski with Deacon Kobach waiting on deck. Lewis fires. And third one into the softball diamond here in Wisconsin Rapids. Marschke leads from first. Tokarski holding him on over there. That's going to be fouled straight back to us, and it remains a ball and 2 strikes. Don't miss Fleet Farm's Countdown to Summer event. Save on everything for outdoor work and play, from lawn and garden tools to grilling and fishing gear. Save today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. The 1-2 back from Lewis. And I want to say dirt, and they got him as he's going to be safe, able to hold his hand on the base. Tripped again, getting the footwork here on the turf. Something a little new for a lot of these high school players. The 2-2 to Warzinski. Just misses low, and it runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Marshke from first with 1 out. He had a 1-out base hit. Three-two coming back. High chopper over to third. That's Ashton Potter across, and they're going to get Warzinski by a step. And a good at-bat and a good battle. That time won by Brayden Lewis. Good play by Ashton Potter to back up on it a little bit. Make the play and make the strong throw across for the second out of the inning. 2 away now for Deacon Kobach, the catcher. Speaking of Fleet Farm, if you don't want to, like us here in Rapids, we don't have a Fleet Farm in town, order it online. It'll be right to your doorstep. First one to Kobach misses. Order to plenty from Fleet Farm, and place to go, that's for sure. A ball and no strikes. There's a swing and a miss over the top and out in front, and it's 1-1. Gavin Shabilski awaits on deck for Stevens Point. Lewis up to 30 pitches here in the second inning. Looking back to Marshke. Now it's going to be chopped over to Sengbush. Caden steps and throws, and Dekarski stretches and records the out. No runs on a hit, 1 left. We have played an inning and a half. It is Stevens Point nothing, Wisconsin Rapids nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Bottom of the second inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Red Raiders, facing off with Caden Thauer. 18 pitches through his first inning. Again, mostly all of them against Braden Lewis in that fantastic at-bat that Braden had just lost before the end of the inning. Ashton Potter, the third baseman, recording a nice out in the top half of this inning. We're playing the bottom of the second. Bennett Klisch, Tommy Troner, Ben Rochek from left to right in the outfield for Stevens Point. First offering from Thauer is going to be chopped over the mound. Back there by Roth and a high throw as Marshke made it look a little bit more extravagant than it needed, and there's one away. Warzinski at third, Shabilski at short, Roth at second, Marshke at first, Deacon Kobach catching behind the plate. Now Caden Sengbush, the shortstop. Caden's already made 3 fantastic plays in the field. First offering from Thauer. A spinner in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Brewers back in action after taking one on the chin yesterday. They head out west, take on the San Diego Padres for a couple of games. Going to be popped or lifted to center. Long run for Droner, still back on it, and to the warning track, runs into the wall, and there's 2 away. Nice play by Tommy Droner. Sangbush gave it a ride. Got a lot better swing on it than I had realized, but took Droner all the way back to the wall. And now there's 2 away for Carson Gunderson. Good play out there by Tommy Droner. First one misses low and away. Feld's Dairy is located at the Crossroad Commons in Stevens Point. Feld's Dairy is a family-friendly experience, serving your favorite cheeses, ice cream, meat, and more. All grown right here in Central Wisconsin. Feld's Dairy is open Monday through Saturday, and 24/7 on Facebook. Ball and a strike to Carson Gunderson. Thauer, that one's going to be lifted into left. And the first base hit of the afternoon for Wisconsin Rapids. 2-out opposite field single for Carson Gunderson. Nice job of hitting there by Carson. And now Brian Olds, the designated hitter, hitting. Usually don't see this, but hitting for the catcher, Cannon Plumman today. With Brayden Lewis's bat in the lineup and needing him in the lineup. Going with Plumman to hit for. Olds looks at a ball high, and it's 1-0. Give you some score updates around the Zaleski Sports Network here in just a moment. Stratford and Rochelt baseball. Columbus Catholic and Bloomer baseball. Again, just trying to get some of these games in, especially for teams that have a first-round bye. Baseball regionals, quarterfinals start on Thursday. Thauer, long look. This is low and out. It's 2-0. Kind of the same situation he was in on Tuesday. And once you get a base runner on, he's kind of takes the concentration off of the hitter. He struggled with that on Tuesday last week. The 2-0. One right at the top of the zone for a strike, and it's 2-1. Runner at first and 2 outs. We play in the bottom of the second inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. Thauer went 6 innings in their win on Tuesday last week at Buchholz Park. Then Riley Warzinski came in and shut the door in the 7th. That one's in the dirt for a ball. 3-1 to Brian Olds. Jordan Tibbetts through for Wisconsin Rapids. The 3-1 coming back. Going to be driven to left again. Back-to-back 2-out base hits for Wisconsin Rapids. Got a little bit going here for Jacob Tokarski. Another at-bat won by Wisconsin Rapids. Tokarski now with 2 on and 2 out. First baseman today. Number 8 slot for Coach Galita. Thauer got himself into a little bit of jam after a ground out and a deep flyout. Pick off to second. And just back in time was Gunderson. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Gunderson leads from second. That was going to be popped right over the second baseman, Roth. He goes down to a knee and makes the catch to retire the side here in the second. No runs, a couple of hits, and a couple left on for Wisconsin Rapids. We have play 2 complete. Still scoreless here in Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Third inning we go here from Wisconsin Rapids. Mentioned, give you some score updates here from our Zaleski Sports Network this afternoon. See what we got here. I know Rosholt and Stratford were playing. Of course, our game here. Let us know where you're watching from. Give you a shout out here on Zaleski Sports. I believe it's 6-0 in the top of the third in Stratford. Stratford and Rosholt. Columbus Catholic playing as well against Bloomer. Gavin Shabilsky to lead things off here in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, if SPASH can earn a win here today, pretty much a clear shot to another Wisconsin Valley Conference title. One pitch, one out here in the third as Shabilsky grounds out to second base. And don't want to say anything is guaranteed, but with Wausau West, Wausau East, goodness gracious, with Wausau East with a couple more games to finish out the season for SPASH. As Droner looks at a ball outside. Droner grounded out to Brayden Lewis the first time. That's when Tommy tripped out of the box. Misses low and in, 2-0. Most likely see Tommy a lot this summer. Part of the Plover Black Sox Legion team. Squares the bunt, fouls it off. As 2-1 to Droner. Zaleski Sports, your home network for Stevens Point Sixers, Plover Black Sox, Marshfield Blue Devils, and Wisconsin Rapids Post-9 Rangers this summer. Of course, the Rangers hosting the Ranger Invitational, as that was going to be grounded or picked up by Potter, and there's 2 away. Ashton playing in on the grass over at third. And we'll scoop that one up and throw out Tommy Droner for the second out. And now Cale Roth, he singled and stole a base in his first at-bat. Checked his swing, a strike in there anyway. Post-9 Rangers hosting their annual Ranger Invitational over Father's Day weekend. That was going to be lined right back up the middle again. Cale Roth, 2 for 2 today. A couple of base hits for Cale. Now Bennett Klisch, who flew out to right field in the first. Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks, I mentioned them earlier. They start their inaugural season on Wednesday night, 7:30 first pitch. Here from Lincoln High School. Yeah, getting their footing and getting their feet stuck. It looks like is SPASH still trying to figure out the footing here on the turf field. Braden Lewis fires. Klisch wanted it, held off, and Braden pounded it in for a strike. A lot of these guys playing on the Stevens Point Sixers have their Firecracker Classic before the or during the 4th of July weekend. 4th of July on a Monday this year, man. Monday or Tuesday, that is real unfortunate. And a lot of these guys playing over for the Plover Black Sox as well. Fouled straight back into the netting. And it's 0-2 to Bennett Klisch. So stay tuned for that on Zaleski Sports. Don't know if we'll really dive into Legion until the high school season is over. The first Legion games are scheduled for June 10th. That second weekend of June. State tournament baseball is the week after that. So depending on which teams get eliminated and which players are available, the 0-2 to Klisch. Got him looking on the inside corner, and Brayden Lewis picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon, and SPASH leaves another one on after Roth singles with 2 outs. We have played 2.5. It is SPASH nothing, Wisconsin Rapids nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Bottom of the third inning we go. It'll be 9-1 and 2 due up for Wisconsin Rapids against Caden Thaur. That's Juneman, Huber, and Laddick. 3 guys you will probably see this summer on the Legion team. Coached by Court Helber. It's Austin Juneman to lead things off here for the Red Raiders. Still scoreless. Both teams have had a runner at second, but both times with 2 outs and haven't brought him across here. Caden Thaur in his third inning of work at 30 pitches. First one to Juneman is in there for a strike. Thaur looks in, fires home. Popped up and out of play. 0-2 to Juneman. Juneman, Huber, and Laddick for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, still trying to keep their very slim conference hopes alive. The 0-2. Just missed outside. Deacon Kobach holding it just a little bit longer as Caden Thaur really wanted that one. That was close. The 1-2 coming back. And fouled into the mitts. And there is the first strikeout for Caden Thaur. And there's one away here in the third. Meta Custom Apparel in Stevens Point provides quality decorated apparel for your hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings, along with promotional items and sporting goods. That's Meta Custom Apparel in Stevens Point. One away for Brennan Huber, who popped out to Gavin Shabilski, who is standing right in front of Riley Warsinski over at third, the first out of the game for Lincoln. And Huber is ahead in the count, 2-0. We'll have 3 live games for you tomorrow on Zaleski Sports. 2 baseball games and a softball game. There's a beauty of a spinner in there from Thaur, and it's 2-1. Got Pacelli at Amherst, doubleheader baseball starting at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The 2-1 spikes it 3-1. We have Medford at Columbus Catholic. It's a 5 o'clock start. And we've got Columbus Catholic softball at Thorpe. 5 o'clock, Jason Zaleski on the call of that one. The 3-1 from Thaur. Just missed low, and the first walk of the game, and a base runner with 1 out for Wisconsin Rapids. And now Cole Laddick for the Red Raiders. Popped out to Warzinski his first time up over at third base. You would expect SPASH to pull out all the stops here today with some healthy arms going into their 2 conference games against WIAA East this week. Pull out all the stops against Wisconsin Rapids here today. Trying to earn that season sweep of the Red Raiders. See if we can find you a score update there from Wausau. No balls and a strike. High and away to Laddick, and it's 1-1. Brayden Lewis awaits on deck. End of 5 innings in Wausau. Wausau East 4. Wausau West 3, and back just in time was Brendan Huber. So we'll keep our eye on that as Chad Holmes, our friend from Wausau, updating us on Facebook and Twitter. The 1-1. Waited back nicely, did Laddick, able to fight it off, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Huber leads from first with 1 out. It's Caden Thauer trying to work out of a 1-out walk. Outside into the left-handed batter's box, and it's 2-2. Making Caden throw a lot of pitches here in the first 2+ innings. Braden Lewis got through 3 innings with 41 pitches. Caden Thauer working with only 1 out here in the third with 43 pitches. Lewis and then Potter after Laddick. That's going to be popped up on the infield. Long run, and making the catch over at second is Cale Roth. And there's 2 away now for Brayden Lewis. Cale had a long way to run as he was going to go over and cover second base on the steal, and then he saw where it was, put on his jets, and made the catch. Brayden Lewis, who again had a phenomenal at-bat in his first one, flew out to right to end the first inning, but made Caden Thauer throw a lot of pitches. Game on Tuesday, last Tuesday, was 6-2 Stevens Point. That could be line left field and hooking foul. 0-1 to Brayden Lewis. Would have scored a run if it would have stayed fair. Bennett Klisch out there in left field. And beautiful backdrop, beautiful facility here in Wisconsin Rapids. First time being over here on the baseball side of things. The 0-1, there goes the runner. Throw down to second is on the mark, and he missed the tag. And a stolen base for Brendan Huber. 1-1 to Brayden Lewis. Throw was there, but Huber got around the tag, and Gavin Shabilsky asked our base umpire right away, and there was no argument. And now a base hit. Most likely get the first run on the board here. 1-1 to Brayden Lewis. That's going to be driven right field. That one is going to get down, and coming in to score will be Brendan Huber. And there it is, an RBI base hit from Brayden Lewis. And that stolen base comes through huge for Wisconsin Rapids. 1-0 Wisconsin Rapids. RBI base hit for Brayden Lewis. Coming in to run for Brayden Lewis is Jacob Van Aert. Jacob Van Aert coming in to run for the pitcher, Brayden Lewis. So that stolen base, a huge factor with putting Lincoln on the board first here. Down misses low. And all this damage with, or the damage for Lewis with 2 outs. 1-0 Wisconsin Rapids in the bottom of the 3rd inning, as Caden Thawer is nearing his 50th pitch already. There's a swing and a miss as Potter swings over the top. Van Aert from first with 2 outs. Chopper over to first. A diving attempt unsuccessfully as Noah Marski tried it. Jacob Van Aert was now looking at Coach Galita. And another base hit here in the inning. Couple of base hits, and now Caden Sengbush, who flew out to deep center field his first time up. 2 on and 2 out. Inning continues here in the bottom of the 3rd. First one is Sengbush on the outside corner for a strike. Central Door Solutions, serving all of Wisconsin with high-quality garage doors and accessories since 2004. Central Door Solutions, proudly backing high school athletics here in Central Wisconsin. The 0-1. Same spot, same result, same call, and it's 0-2. Couple of spinners in there from Caden Thawer. A long inning here for Caden on the mound. 1-0 Wisconsin Rapids. RBI base hit by Braden Lewis. Thawer comes set in the 0-2. That one did miss outside. Trying to extend that strike zone as far as he can. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 coming back. Low, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A run across already. Van Aert from second, Potter from first. Caden Thawer with his 55th pitch. Low and away. Runners will have a head start. Trying to get Sengbush to chase unsuccessfully. Caden will sign his letter of intent on Wednesday. Go play football at lacrosse, or baseball, excuse me. The 3-2 coming back. Van Aert and Potter will have a head start. Thawer comes set. On the 3-2 to Sengbush. Lifted up and out of play. Everybody making sure Jacob Van Aert's on the same page with everybody else. As soon as Thawer comes home, he's got to take off. Thawer shakes one off, gets one that he likes. As Marski tried to sneak behind Ashton Potter at first. We play here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, a run across. 1-0 Lincoln. Thawer comes set, and there goes the runners. Now it's going to be driven to right, or left, excuse me. They're going to hold Van Aert at third. A nice stop there by Shabilsky to save a run, but 3 base hits in a row for Wisconsin Rapids with 2 outs. And now the bases are loaded as Coach Terpstra comes out to talk, and Carson Gunderson, who singled in the second, is due up for Wisconsin Rapids. That was a good eye by Coach Galito over there at third base with Shabilsky making that stop to hold Van Aert at third base. That was a wonderful play to hold a run. Or for now anyway. Velocity Clubhouse in Stevens Point offers private lessons, clinics, open gyms, and rentals of batting cages, hitting simulators, basketball courts, volleyball, and more. Up your game at Velocity Clubhouse in Stevens Point. Bases are juiced with 2 outs for Carson Gunderson. Thauer fires. There's a foul into the mitt. In and out of the mitt, I should say, and it's 0-1. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Warm-up action for Stevens Point in their bullpen. Thauer kicks and fires. That's going to be lifted. Left field line, long run, and tracking it, and it's going to fall harmlessly near the warning track. As Bennett Klisch couldn't quite get there, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes. New life for Carson Gunderson. Just kept on drifting and slicing. Carson trying to come through big here for Lincoln. No balls and 2 strikes. Thauer just trying to band-aid the bleeding here. The 0-2 coming back. In the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes. Brian Olds awaits on deck. 30 pitches in the inning for Caden Thauer. Started the inning with a strikeout to Austin Juneman. A walk, pop out, 3 straight singles. The 1-2. High chopper to third. Coach Galita tries to make a play on it over there at third base. Couldn't quite get there. A ball and 2 strikes remains on Carson Gunderson. Van Aert, Potter, and Sangbush the runners. The 1-2. He did not go. Nope. Missed a bit high on the pitch, and Gunderson was able to hold up on the swing. The only question is if it was going to be called a strike. He didn't swing. He was able to hold up on it. The 2-2 coming back. And that one missed high. Counter runs full now. Now the runners will have a head start. Again with the 3-2. Caden Thauer trying to get out of it here. Carson Gunderson will gladly walk in a run. The 3-2. And walked him in. A bases-loaded walk. And Rapids is on the board again here in the third. The second run across. Getting all this damage done with 2 outs. Now Brian Olds, who singled in the second inning. The 8th hitter of the inning. Spinner outside for a strike, and it's 0-1. Jacob Tokarski on deck. So strikeout, a walk to start the inning, a pop out to second, 3 straight singles, and then a walk. The 0-1. Down missed low, and it's 1-1. Caden Thauer up to 66 pitches. Caden kicks and fires. There's a strike. That was a perfectly located pitch, and it's 1-2. Runners are Potter, Sangbush, and Gunderson. Olds behind the count, 1-2. Thauer wheels and deals. That's going to be hit over to third and foul. Through the wickets of Coach Galita in the third base coach's box. There remains a ball and 2 strikes. Did not see a number in the bullpen for Stevens Point warming up. We'll get that if Thauer is replaced here in the inning. 39th pitch of the inning. That one's going to be driven to right center field. That one's going to get down. That one's going to go all the way to the wall. One will come in to score. Two will come in to score. Three will come in to score. A 3 RBI double for Brian Olds in Wisconsin Rapids. It's a 5-0. Rapids puts a 5 spot on the board with 2 outs. A 3 RBI double for Brian Olds, and the Red Raiders lead 5-0. And that will be it for Caden Thauer, who threw 39 pitches in this inning. And all the damage for Wisconsin Rapids done with 2 outs. Brian Olds was behind the count 1-2, went opposite field on a high fastball and put it into the gap. Potter scored, Sangbush scored, and Gunderson scored. What a job by Wisconsin Rapids here in the 3rd inning. Brian Olds, a 3 RBI double. And the 9th hitter of the inning coming up. 2 outs now, or still 2 outs for Jacob Tokarski. The new hurler coming in for Stevens Point is number 26, Josh Opiola. Opiola coming in to throw for the SPASH Panthers. It was cold this morning, but it will start getting warm. Get comfortable this summer with Point Heating and Cooling. Point Heating and Cooling is your Lennox dealer in Stevens Point and Plover with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Sign up for planned service and receive 10% off parts. And a reminder to service your furnace and central air conditioner. Call Point Heating and Cooling at 715-345-1979 and visit online at pointheating.com. Jacob Tokarski now. Tokarski was the final out of the 2nd inning. But man, what an inning here for Wisconsin Rapids in the 3rd. Still a lot of ball game left, though, to say the least, as Brayden Lewis is in the bullpen just warming up his arm. There's a strike from Opiola to Jacob Tokarski. A low strike. No balls and 1 strike to Tokarski. 5 across here in the inning. Opiola's got a little bit of a 3-quarter to sidearm delivery. A bit different release coming in for these Red Raider hitters. Opiola fires home. That one missed just a bit high and just a bit outside, and it's 1-2. Brian Olds, the big hit for Lincoln here so far tonight. Opiola comes set. The 1-2. High chopper to Opiola coming off the mound. He steps, he throws, and retires Tokarski to end the 3rd inning. But Wisconsin Rapids with 5 runs across on 4 hits and 1 left on. We have played 3 complete. It is Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln 5, and the SPASH Panthers nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stone shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Plover, Madison.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1-2-3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1-2-3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Braden Lewis got the scoring started for Wisconsin Rapids in the bottom of the 3rd inning with an RBI base hit to score Brennan Huber after Brennan stole second base. And then Brayden has been on the bench or in the dugout the remainder of the inning. He was in the bullpen area warming up his arm just so he didn't get too cooled off, as he's now working with a 5-run lead here in the 4th inning. And he'll be facing off with 4, 5, and 6. Ben Rotchak to lead things off. He grounded out to Caden Sengbush to end the 1st inning. That was that tremendous web gem sort of play. First one to Lewis, or from Lewis, misses outside to Rotchak. Games today in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. There's a strike to Rotchak. Wausau West is at Wausau East. We'll figure out a score of that one here in just a moment. DC Everest is at Merrill. That was going to be chopped over to first and going to trickle foul. As 1 and 2 now to Ben Rotchak. Bryce Ayer awaits on deck. Give you that, see if friend Chad Holmes has updated the score there. 1-2 swung on and missed. Rotchak out in front. And Lewis picks up his second straight strikeout. And now Bryce Ayer grounded out to Sengbush to start the 2nd inning. There's a swing and a miss. Brayden feeling it a little bit more now here in the 4th. SPASH has got 3 hits, have left all those runners on. Brayden works quickly. As that one pops in and out of the mitt of Cannon Plumman. And don't forget tonight, highlights of this game later on tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. That one's going to be lifted up and out of play near the softball ball diamond. Noah Marschke waits on deck. The 1-2. Gonna be driven to center. Long run for Juneman. Didn't get a good beat on it right away, but tracks it down as the hat flies off for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for Noah Marschke, who singled back in the 2nd inning. Again, along with the highlights, we'll have player of the game interviews, manager interviews, coach, whatever. All those will be part of our highlight package tonight on Zaleski Sports. That one's going to be off the mitt of Gunderson and into right field as Marschke picks up his 2nd hit of the game. And now Riley Warzinski, who bounced out to Ashton Potter in the 2nd. Warzinski, right-handed hitter. That one misses inside. That one bounces away from Plumman. He can't find it on the wild pitch. Fatheads Rapids RV, just south of Wisconsin Rapids on Highway 13, where you know that life doesn't wait. Enjoy it. Fatheads Rapids RV here in Wisconsin Rapids. Appreciate them coming on to help us bring you live free sports the rest of this spring and into this summer. And a lot of baseball this summer on Zaleski Sports. 4 Legion teams covering. Of course, the Red Hawks and the Chaparrals. The 2-0 to Warzinski misses low and in, 3-0. And the Amateur Baseball League, that Adult Baseball League, starting on Wednesday night here in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll have a good majority of at least the home games, if not all the home games, and then select road games. There's a strike to Warzinski, and it's 3-1. Marschke leads from 2nd with 2 outs. Braden Lewis fires. That was going to be popped up. Gunderson on the infield, or on the outfield, takes a couple of steps back onto the dirt for out number 3. Again, no runs on one hit, one left on. We have played 3.5. It is Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln 5 and SPASH nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Hi, come check out Velocity Clubhouse.
Velocity Clubhouse is open to the public, and we have a large facility for any of your sporting needs. Whether it's hitting, pitching, volleyball, or practice on the same court as the Housers, try our baseball simulator. Work one-on-one with experienced coaches. Schedule your next birthday party or gathering with Velocity Clubhouse of Stevens Point. 715-254-0505.
Bottom of the fourth inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be 9-1-2 due up again for the Red Raiders. Juneman struck out to start that third inning as Josh Apiola back out there for the SPASH Panthers. Red Raiders up to 5 runs on 6 hits. And all those coming on with 2 outs. Now it's going to be driven out to deep left center or left field. Back on it, still back. And it is going to be a home run. Nope. Ground rule double. Ground rule double for Austin Juneman. As they call it now in Major League Baseball, an automatic double, but stick with the easy term, ground rule double. First offering in there to Brennan Huber as a strike. Coach Galetta came out and talked to Austin Juneman before he stepped into the batter's box, and I'm assuming probably had to do with that swing. First pitch fastball, go right after, and that's exactly what he did. As Huber's going to fly this one out to right. Racek with the catch. Tagging is Juneman. No tag. And there's one away. One out now for Cole Laddick. Cole today, a couple of pop-outs. And then Brayden Lewis. 5-0 Rapids. We play here in the bottom of the fourth inning. I was going to be fouled back into the softball diamond again. A lot of them heading that way. Opiola works quickly. The 0-1. Outside, spun it in there. It's 0-2. Mobile Inc. in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote starting, and accessorizing. Find them in Wisconsin Rapids. The 0-2. That one is off the face mask of Deacon Kolbach that shocked him a little bit. They're going to have to go take a look quickly at Deacon for just a moment. Do you have questions about your retirement? As a financial advisor practice of Ameriprise Financial Services LLC, Michael Smith and Associates can help. With the exclusive Confident Retirement approach, you'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap to get where you want to go. Call Michael Smith and Associates at 715-341-6657. Offices are located at 32418 Business Park Drive in Stevens Point. That one misses high and in. Ball and 2 strikes. Cole Laddick. Opiola taking a little bit too long. Laddick calls time, steps out. Austin Schuneman leads from second with 1 out. And got him looking backwards. Kay as bat slips out of Cole's hands, and there's 2 away now here in the 4th. First strikeout for Opiola. And now Brayden Lewis with a runner at second and 2 outs. This is exactly where it started in the 3rd inning. First one to Brayden is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And we'll have highlights of this game along with a handful of other games on Zaleski Sports tonight around the Facebook networks, as well as a couple of highlights shot tomorrow as well. Allen misses lone out. Got 3 live games, 2 baseball, 1 softball. Then 3 highlights games as well, maybe more, depending on how all things pan out tomorrow on Zaleski Sports. The 1-1. We hit right back to Opiola. He's going to step a couple of times and throw over to first to end the 4th inning. No runs on a leadoff double, and he was left stranded at second. No errors and 1 left on. We have played 4 complete. It is Wisconsin Rapids 5, SPASH nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Top of the 5th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. 5-0 Red Raiders. SPASH will send up 8, 9, and 1 here in the 5th. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the summer months ahead. Give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble, and we'll get the comfort working again right away. Call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Lifted up and out of play. 0-2 to Deacon Koback. Deacon today a ground out to end the 2nd inning. That's been it. The 0-2. Swung on and missed for the first out of the 5th inning. Brayden Lewis up to 3 strikeouts. And now Gavin Shabilsky, who grounded out to second base in the 3rd inning. SPASH has had hits in every inning, has left all of those runners on base, and all of them at second base except for the runner in the 3rd inning. First offering to Shabilsky misses low for a ball. There's a ball to Shabilsky. One not sure where it missed. The 2-0. 3-0 to Gavin. Three balls and no strikes to Gavin Shabilsky. There's a strike, and it's 3-1. Austin Schuneman out in center. Huber in left. Laddick in right. That's going to be lifted out to Sengbush. At short, a jumping, leaping catch. and makes the out. Ranging behind shortstop, and there is 2 away. A nice play by Caden Sengbush. Caden's done nice at short today. He's had his struggles at times at short this year, but for the most part, getting the job done here this afternoon when it matters most. First one to Droner, misses low and away. Over on Griffith Avenue, I believe it's Griffith Avenue here in Wisconsin Rapids. Now it's going to be lined into left. Diving catch is not made by Brennan Huber. And a 2-out base hit for Tommy Droner. That was a great attempt out there by Huber. And now Cale Roth 2 for 2 today. A couple of base hits for Cale. Nonetheless, one of the most beautiful golf courses in the area, the Ridges Golf Course. 18 beautiful holes of golf awaits you at the Ridges Golf Course in Wisconsin Rapids. Enjoy their new patio and updated banquet hall to go along with their well-manicured greens, hazards, and challenging holes. That is the Ridges Golf Course in Wisconsin Rapids. That's going to be a weekly hit over to second, and they're going to get Roth by a step to end the 5th inning. Again, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We have played 4.5. It is Wisconsin Rapids hanging on to a 5-0 lead. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. But how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
Maybe the upset of the year in the Wisconsin Valley Conference just finishing up in Wausau as Wausau East knocked off Wausau West 7-4. So if SPASH somehow comes back and wins this one, Stevens Point will be outright conference champions with 2 games left. Wausau West now with 3 losses. Now it's going to be hit hard and gobbled up there by Marshke. Apiola over to cover for the first out of the inning. But nonetheless, that is a huge upset in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. If SPASH comes back and wins, Wausau West has 3 in the loss column. Wisconsin Rapids has 3 in the loss column. Rapids would need a lot of help from Wausau East on Tuesday and Thursday to somehow, if they're able to hold on here, to somehow propel them to maybe a shared conference title. But again, nonetheless, that is a huge, huge win for Wausau East. Just picking up their 2nd conference win of the year. Now 2-7. Wausau West now at 6-3. That's going to be hit sharply over to third. Gobbled up there by Warzinski across and in time as Sengbush tried to head first slide over at first, and there's 2 outs. 2 away now for Carson Gunderson. A single and an RBI walk for Carson Gunderson. Are you unhappy in your current job? Join the team at Monogram Foods in Plover. With 2 modern facilities and plenty of openings, make the choice to come grow with Monogram Appetizers in Plover. Now it's going to be hit hard. This one to second base. And a very quick 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Can't get much more efficient than that if you're Josh Apiola. And we have played 5 complete. Back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
Customize your next apparel order with Mata Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with the design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing, or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at matacustom.com.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Top of the sixth inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. 5-0 Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Brayden Lewis back out there for another inning of work. He is at 66 pitches coming into the sixth inning. Bennett Klisch, Ben Rochek, and Bryce Ayer due up for Stevens Point. And again, man, that is a gut punch if you're Wausau West, hoping to get that help that they needed today from Wisconsin Rapids. Fell asleep and lost to Wausau East. Man, oh man. Now Bennett Klisch to lead things off, a fly out and a strikeout. First one to Bennett, misses low and in. So again, West now at 6-3. Lincoln trying to jump up to 7-3 with 2 games against Wausau West coming up this week. The SPASH will have Wausau East. That is still, they still have 1 game left of that doubleheader. But man, that's a gut punch to West. But helps Lincoln out quite a bit and helps SPASH out a lot too. 3-1 now to Bennett Klisch. Again, a couple of games this week for SPASH. They host, or they go to Wausau East tomorrow. That one's going to be popped up first base side over on it. Tokarski getting a lot of room, and he's going to make the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Again, a lot of foul territory here in Wisconsin Rapids. And 1 up and 1 down. Heartland Custom Homes is Central Wisconsin's premier home builder. For 50 years, Heartland Custom Homes in Plover has kept their mission of building better living for you and your family. Give them a plug here right now. They built my mom and dad's house nearing 20 years ago already. Man, oh man, time flies. Now, Heartland Homes, beautiful, always a beautiful group over there at Heartland Custom Homes. They do a phenomenal job. Getting what you want. That is top notch for sure. They're right on Highway B in Plover. Out misses low and away. 3-1 now to Ben Rochek. Ground out and a strikeout for Ben today. Lewis up to 75 pitches. He's got 25 left. And walks Ben Rochek. 1 out base runner for Stevens Point. Be sure to sit back and enjoy the handcrafted sodas from the Stevens Point Brewery. Made from 100% real sugar and high-quality ingredients. Select from a variety of styles, including Point Root Beer, Dyer Root Beer, Black Cherry Cream, Orange Cream, Vanilla Cream, and Kitty Cocktail. For more than 15 years, Point Premium Root Beer has been a tradition right here in Central Wisconsin. Stevens Point Brewery supports all area student-athletes. There's a strike to Bryce there. The 0-1. He hits sharply to Potter. He gobbles that one up, bobbles it, and a throw across, not in time. Good job by Tokarski. A base hit for Bryce Ayer. but that was a tremendous job by Jacob Tokarski to come off of the base and not allow that one to get past and not allow more bases to be had for Stevens Point. That was a nice stop by Potter. And now Noah Marshke, who's got a couple of base hits today. They will have a runner coming in for Bryce Air. It's going to be 30. Jackson Fox coming in to run. Pinch runner for Stevens Point is Jackson Fox. Runners at first and second with one out for Stevens Point. Looking for a big inning here. One away. Allen misses and bounces in. 1-0 to Noah Marshke with one out. Riley Warzinski waits on deck. Lewis at 79 pitches. 21 left for the left-hander. There's a strike on the outside corner. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Marshke again 1 for 1. Threw a no-hitter in their win against DC Everest on Friday. And the 1-1. That one gets away from Plowman. Not enough. And a nice job by Cannon Plowman to track that one down. As 2-1 now to Noah Marshke. A little warm-up action happening in the Rapids bullpen area. On the outside corner, evens it up at 2-2. Perfect placement if you're Brayden Lewis. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and an out here in the 6th. Can be hit right where Sengbush was supposed to be. And because he was holding on the runner, Rodchek, Marshke put it right where he was. And the bases are loaded with one out. That is a picture-perfect base hit by Noah Marshke. And now Riley Warzinski, a ground out and a pop out today. For all your camper needs, head over to DNL Recreation right here in Wisconsin Rapids. DNL Recreation for all your camper needs in Wisconsin Rapids. A meeting on the mound for Braden Lewis. You have a little bit more warm-up time in the bullpen. Can't quite see the number down there. Upcoming games this week in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Marshfield is at DC Everest on Tuesday. Wausau East is at SPASH. And Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln is at Wausau West. On Thursday, to round out the conference season, DC Everest is at Marshfield. Again, just turning it over. DC Everest at Marshfield, SPASH at East, and and Wausau West. Right back here in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, all the seeds have been determined. All the playoff seedings are finalized. Wausau West got an 8 seed. Or a 9 seed, I believe. I think they have to go to DC Everest. That one's going to be hit into center field. That one's going to get down. They're going to send the runner. No, they're going to hold him at third. And an RBI base hit for Riley Warzinski, and SPASH is on the board here in the 6th inning. One right after the fastball and poked it into center field. And there's still only one out for Deacon Kobach. SPASH on the board here in the 6th inning. Lewis has put himself into a jam here. Bases loaded and one out. Now it's going to be chopped over to Potter at third. Steps across and is going to get the out at first. A run does come in to score on an RBI ground out. That was Jackson Fox who came in to score. On the 5-3 put out. Runners at second and third now with 2 outs. 2 big runs out there for Stevens Point. First one from Lewis, misses low and away. 2 runs across on 3 hits. 1 walk. Two more in scoring position. That's going to be a check swing foul, and it's 1-1 to Gavin Shabilski. Opie's 5-Star Lanes. Opie's 5-Star Lanes is your go-to for family fun, bowling, birthday parties, and pizza. Enjoy Opie's 5-Star Lanes on Post Road in Plover. Coach Opiola. Stevens Point Sixers Legion head coach and an assistant here for SPASH. The 1-2 coming back. Checked his swing, missed low and away. Coach Galito is ready to pop off of his bucket seat in the dugout. The 2-2 from Lewis. And chopped up the middle. That will score 2. They're going to send the runner, Warszynski, to throw home. Not in time. That one gets off the glove of Plowman. And a 2 RBI base hit for Gavin Shabilski. What a job by Gavin. Almost had him struck out, and then he puts one right back up the middle. And SPASH is right back in this one. All damage done here in the 6th inning. Shabilski got to second on the throw, and now back to the top of the order, and Tommy Droner. That one misses low. Last inning for Brayden Lewis, 90th pitch. That was going to be hit over to Sengbush at short. Gobbles it up. Tough throw. He's going to be out. Safe at first. The throw home, not in time. And a run comes in to score. That's Gavin Shabilski. Never stopped running. Tommy Droner headfirst slide at first. And a base hit for Droner. And now the 9th hitter of the inning, Cale Roth, and we're tied up here in the 6th. That was going to be popped up and out of play. What a turn of events here this afternoon. A pop out to start the inning, a walk, 3 straight base hits, an RBI ground out, and outside to Roth. The second time in this game that the orders have batted around. Rapids did it in the 3rd, SPASH here in the 6th. The throw down to second, and a stolen base for Droner, and somehow he keeps his foot on the base at second. Really not sure how he was able to keep his tiptoe on the base. Low and away for Roth. Looks like Riley Warszynski may be the one throwing for Stevens Point. That was going to be lifted into left field. Sengbush will give way to Huber. That will end the 6th inning. Stevens Point scores 5. On 5 hits, they leave 1. We have played 5.5. It is now tied at 5. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Ink. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Ink to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams, keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll see what kind of answer.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for Wisconsin Rapids, the DH, Brayden Lewis.
See what kind of answer Wisconsin Rapids might have. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. Brian Olds to lead things off. Spinner misses inside. I just want to know. Abiola kicks and fires. That one's low, 2-0. Olds today, a couple of base hits. A single in the 2nd and a 3 RBI double in the 3rd inning. Making sure that Deacon Kolbach is all right behind the plate. That's going to be lifted up and out of play. 2-1 now to Brian Olds. Two balls and 1 strike. Jacob Tokarski awaits on deck for Wisconsin Rapids. There's a high strike on Olds. They do have a pinch hitter. Zach Schaefer is awaiting on deck for the Red Raiders. There is some warm-up action in the Lincoln bullpen. That's going to be hit over to 3rd. That's Warzinski. And 1 up and 1 down here in Wisconsin Rapids, 6th inning. 1 away now for Zach Schaefer. Schaefer, the new hitter for Wisconsin Rapids. Apiola's come in and throwing very, very well for Stevens Point here in relief, coming in that 3rd inning. That's going to be hit over to short. Gobbled up there by Shabilsky, and he's going to be, oh, no way. That was close. Holy man. Can't get much closer than that. I have to take a look back at that when we're putting the highlights together. That was a very, very close play over at first base. That was close. Now Austin Judeman looks at a strike on the outside corner. Judeman a strikeout and a double today. And that was close. The 0-1. A spinner right off the end of the bat, and Abiola works another perfectly clean inning. 3 up and 3 down. Josh has done his job. We go to the 7th. It's all tied up at 5. You're watching high school baseball. Valley Conference title may be on the line for SPASH. Back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
This is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Seventh inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Jacob Tokarski did not hit because he was warming up in the bullpen. He will now be the new pitcher for Wisconsin Rapids here in the top of the 7th inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for Stevens Point. Again, if they win today, they cannot do any worse. If Stevens Point wins today, they cannot do any worse than at least a share of the Valley. Their one conference loss came to Wausau West. Wausau West earlier this season. So if they do win it here today, they will have the shot to clinch it outright tomorrow at Wausau East. But still, seems like a long way to go here, though. Tied at 5, as after SPASH just put 5 across in the top of the 6th inning. Bennett Klisch to lead things off. He started the 6th inning with a pop out in foul territory. But man, oh man, what a game it has been. Josh Opiola has come in and pitched lights out since his relief appearance, or since he came in relief in that 3rd inning. First offering from Tokarski, misses low and out, 1-0. Looks like Riley Warzinski might be warming up for Stevens Point if they happen to get a run across here in the top of the 7th inning. Now it's going to be driven to left, hooking foul, as Brennan Huber tracks it down, just not enough, and it's 1-1. Klisch today 0 for 3, a couple of fly out, a strikeout, and a pop out. To his name, Ben Rocek waits on deck. 5 runs on 10 hits for SPASH. Pretty clean game, no errors today. Now it's going to be driven to left center field. Now it's going to get down, and a leadoff base hit for Bennett Klisch. Barrel to ball, and that's exactly what Bennett did. And a good start here for SPASH in the top of the 7th. And now Ben Rocek, ground out, a strikeout, and a walk. See if Coach Terpstra might play the small ball game as Ashton Potter weigh in on the, we're going to call it grass, weigh in on the grass at 3rd. He does square to bunt, and he fouls it straight back. Jabbed at it, stabbed at it. You don't want that. You don't want to do that when you're bunting. Just got to let the ball hit the barrel. Easier said than done. Obviously, I'm up here, and I was a terrible baseball player in my own right, but 0-1 now to Rocek. Potter way in on the grass at 3rd. Now it's going to be lifted at left field. Huber over on it, tracks it, and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Couldn't get the bunt down, and then he flew out without advancing the base runner, and there's 1 out for Bryce Eyre. Eyre a ground up, fly out, and a single. He started the hit parade in the 6th inning. Runner at first and 1 out. We play in the top of the 7th inning. Many of the SPASH players probably don't know it, as well as the coaching staff on low and out. That Wausau West did lose today. So again, SPASH can add another number to their banners above the SPASH Fieldhouse with a win here today. There's a strike to Eyre, and it's 1-1. Now the only question is, will it be a shared conference title or an outright? But we have to figure out a winner here first in Wisconsin Rapids. The 1-1. Low and out. 2-1. Lewis went 6 innings, gave up those 5 runs, all in that 6th inning. 10 hits, couple of 3 strikeouts, couple of walks. That one's bounced, throw down to second is not in time. I think it was dropped. Klisch reaches on a pass ball. I believe he would have been out at second base, but I think, from where I could see up here, I think Carson Gunderson may have dropped it. 3-1 to Eyre. Bounced it again. That one gets by Plowman. And now there's runners at the corners and one out. We get to third on the wild pitch. Tokarski spiked it into the ground. Luka Weinkoff now coming in to run for Stevens Point. He's got to get a helmet on and trot his way out. Pretty sure that's who that is. Yep, Luka Weinkoff coming in to run. And now Noah Marski 3 for 3 today, with runners at the corners and one out. Polito's Pizza, home of the Big Slice, with locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Rothschild, and Wisconsin Rapids. Polito's Pizza is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. Polito's Pizza is open late on Friday and Saturdays to satisfy your after-party pizza craving. In Stevens Point, your Polito's Pizza is located in beautiful downtown Stevens Point on Main Street. First one to Marski, misses low. Polito's here in Rapids on 8th Street. Runners at the corners and one out. SPASH trying to break through. Misses low for a ball, and it's 2-0. As I believe Coach Terpstra is screaming over to Luka Weinkoff not to run. Marski 3 for 3 today. That was going to be chopped over to second. A double play opportunity to second for one. Not in time. And the run comes across. Bennett Klisch scores on the fielder's choice. A slight bobble by Gunderson. And SPASH has the lead. 2 away now. 6-5 Stevens Point. Now Riley Warzinski. Ground out, pop out, and an RBI single. And a couple of nice plays over at third base as well. A beautiful spinner by Tokarski. Throw it down to first. And not in time. Just back is Marski. Tokarski with a runner at first. A run across here in the 7th. Another spinner right up the middle. Sengbush unable to make the play. Another diving try there by Caden. And another base hit for Stevens Point. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs for Deacon Kobach. Deacon today, a couple of ground outs, a strikeout, and an RBI ground out in the 6th. And they will have a runner for their new pitcher, Riley Warzinski. The new runner will be Ben Fonte. Fonte will come in to run. Two on, 2 out. A run across, 6-5 Stevens Point. Good speed on the base pass for Stevens Point. Again, Riley Warzinski will try and come in and get the save in the bottom of the 7th. First one to Kobach is in there for a strike. Wisconsin Rapids will send up 1, 2, and 3 in the 7th. Misses low for a ball. Tokarski hoping to hold the deficit to just a run. One to Kobach. Going to be driven and over the glove of Sengbush. Coming in to score will be Marski. RBI single for Deacon Kobach. And SPASH another one across here in the 7th. And now Gavin Shabilsky, a ground out, a fly out, and a 2 RBI single. The big hit in the 6th. After it looked like he almost struck out and then put one into center field. able to hold his swing and missed outside for a ball. Now it's going to be grounded over to Gunderson at second, and that will end our 7th inning. But SPASH adds 2 huge runs on 3 base hits, and they leave 2. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance here for Wisconsin Rapids. They have 1, 2, and 3 due up. SPASH trying to claim at least a share of the Valley Conference title. Back to Wisconsin Rapids for the bottom of the 7th. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chile, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids, as the SPASH Panthers will send in their hard-throwing right-hander / closer, Riley Warzinski. Riley picked up 3 strikeouts to end the 7th inning on Tuesday last week. Gave up a 4-pitch walk to Cole Laddick, but other than that, struck out the side. Brennan Huber now to start the bottom of the 7th inning. Rapids, 5 runs on 7 hits. No errors, have left 4 runners on. First offering from Warzinski, overthrows and misses high and in. Again, if SPASH is able to hold on, we'll talk to Coach Terpstra about it, how good of a job Josh Opiola came in and did. That one misses low and away. Gave up a double in the 4th to lead off the inning, but other than that, clean innings. The 2-0. There's a strike to Brennan Huber. Struck out after a full count against Warzinski last week. The 2-1. Foul straight back at us, and it has run even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Kicks and fires to Huber, and he hits him. Leadoff hit by pitch. And Lincoln has a base runner here in the 7th. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Now Cole Laddick, 0 for 3, a couple of pop-outs and a strikeout today for Cole. First one to Laddick, misses high and away. Cole walked on 4 pitches in his at-bat against Warzinski on Tuesday last week. The 1-0. Outside again, 2-0. Brayden Lewis awaits on deck, and Coach Terpstra comes out to talk and have a conversation with Riley Warzinski. See if we can get you some updates here on the Zaleski Sports Network. Marshfield and Mosinee girls soccer. As 1-0 Marshfield at halftime. Bloomer at Columbus Catholic. See if that game's still going on. Bloomer is up 12-0 on Columbus Catholic. Didn't look much into the Blackhawks, but they must be putting on quite a show against a very, very good Columbus Catholic team. Stratford 10-0 winner over Rosscholtz. Of course, our game here today, playing the bottom of the 7th inning, runner at first after a hit by pitch. And now Cole Laddick ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. And that one gets past Colback, and going to second is Huber. Is on the mitts of Colback, so we'll give him a pass ball on that one. Could have been a wild pitch because he had to stab at it, but now the runner in scoring position and nobody out. 3-0 count to Cole Laddick. Brayden Lewis on deck. Riley Warzinski takes a deep breath and fires home, and lost him on 4 pitches. So first 2 base runners of the inning reach. Now Braden Lewis, one of those guys that could put a big punch on this game here. Great crowd on hand on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Coming right down to the wire. 2 on and nobody out for Lewis. Orzinski. Lewis squares the bunt, gets it down third base line, and foul. Lewis trying to bunt his way on. Not even a sacrifice with Caden Thauer playing so far back at third base. 3 more live games for you tomorrow on Zaleski Sports. A couple of baseball games and a playoff softball game. Runners at first and second, nobody out. 7-5, Stevens Point. Brayden Lewis squares the bunt. Throw to second, not in time. It hits the runner Huber. As a base umpire, make sure that Brennan is all right. Brayden squaring very, very early. Gets a sign from Coach Bob Galita in the third base coach's box. Orzinski comes set. Long look in. Squares the bunt, pops it up. And now Braden's going to have to swing. Let it fly to Riley, or let it rip to Riley Warzinski, and Lewis bunted up the fastball. Long signage there from Coach Galita. Lewis back into the batter's box. No balls and 2 strikes to Brayden. 2 on and nobody out, bottom of the 7th inning. And right down the gut. A backwards strikeout, or backwards K, and there's 1 away. Looked like a beauty, and Lewis watched it. And now Ashton Potter, a couple of ground outs and a single. Nobody holding the runner Huber on at second. Really no need to. Potter's going to drive this one to center field. Back on it is Droner. Huber's going to tag. He will march into third base. And there's 2 away. He gave it a ride just right at Tommy Droner. 2 away now for Caden Sengbush. Spash 1 out away from clinching a share of the Wisconsin Valley Conference title. At least a share. Can win it outright tomorrow if they are able to win here this afternoon. Runners at the corners, Laddick at first, Huber at third, Sengbush at the plate. Warzinski comes set. Quick release, misses low for a ball. Carson Gunderson awaits on deck. Ball game nearing 2 hours. Throw over to first. Wouldn't that be something? End a game like this on a pickoff. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, 7-5 SPASH. Sengbush looks at a strike in the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Senior v. senior here. This huge at-bat. The 1-1 coming back. A spinner of beauty. And in Wisconsin Rapids, down to their final strike. SPASH looking to claim a conference title here this afternoon. Warzinski comes set on the 1-2. Missed high for a ball. The oohs and ahs from the SPASH faithful, but missed high. A lot of bleacher umpires today. That's through the whole game. The 2-2. And fouled and staying in there as Deacon Kobach took another one off the, as Deacon took it away from our home plate umpire. Deacon didn't want to give Riley any time to cool down. Stay in there and get going. The 2-2 coming back. And they're going to be driven into left field, an RBI base hit. And Rapids isn't finished yet. RBI for Caden Sengbush. And a run across here in the 7th. And now Carson Gunderson. A single, a walk, and a ground out. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs. And a run across. Laddick from second. Sengbush from first. Time called by Deacon Kobach. Just past 2 hours here in this Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball showdown. First offering to Gunderson. Outside corner for a strike. Carson did not face Warzinski last week. The 0-1 to Gunderson. Ducks it, misses high, 1-1. Warzinski takes an extra look into the Rapids dugout. Many a battle between Riley Warzinski and Wisconsin Rapids. The 1-1. Fouled straight back again down to their final strike. Warzinski trying to finish it. Watch for a bender by Warzinski. He threw a perfect one against Sengbush. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Down to the final strike, the 1-2. Kicks and fires. A spinner misses high, and it evens it back up at 2-2. Got a lot of bleacher umpires today here in Wisconsin Rapids. Deuces are wild as Gunderson calls time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Rapids down by a run. Warzinski, a long look in. The 2-2 inside and missed. Runners will have a head start. This would be huge for Wisconsin Rapids. It's what you grow up dreaming of. Bases or full count. Swung on and missed. And Gunderson strikes out swinging. And Stevens Point will claim a share of the Wisconsin Valley Conference title here in 2022 with a 7-6 win over Wisconsin Rapids. Man, oh man, another whale of a game here at the Wisconsin Rapids Sports Complex. And SPASH knocks off Wisconsin Rapids 7-6. Wow, another beauty here in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll step aside, come back, wrap this one up. Natesville Dairy postgame show coming up next. It is Stevens Point 7 and Wisconsin Rapids 6. You have been watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out.
Time now for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Man, oh man, another whale of a game here in Wisconsin Rapids. I've called a couple of fantastic softball games, and now another phenomenal baseball game here this afternoon as the SPASH Panthers knock off Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln 7-6. Rapids scored 5 in the third inning, a 3 RBI double by Brian Olds to finish off the scoring, and that was it until the 7th on an RBI base hit by Caden Sengbush. SPASH quiet all afternoon until the 6th inning, a 2 RBI single by Gavin Shabilsky, and then Josh Apiola came in and finished it off on the mound, and then Riley Warzinski did the rest for Stevens Point. SPASH improves to 9-1 in the conference. Again, the worst they can do is share the valley after Wausau West lost today. And again, just a whale of a game. They will take on Wausau East. They'll host Wausau East tomorrow, and looking for an outright conference championship here in 2022. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. We've got 3 more live games for you tomorrow. Medford at Columbus Catholic. We've got Columbus Catholic at Thorpe softball, and then we have Amherst or Pacelli at Amherst to round it off tomorrow night. Again, this is Steve Maves signing off from the Wisconsin Rapids Sports Complex. I'll be right back here on Wednesday night. Wisconsin Rapids Riverhawks and the Plover Pterodactyls, 7:30 first pitch, 7-inning ball game for you on Wednesday. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Please stay safe. We'll talk to you again on Wednesday. For all of us here at Zaleski Sports, have a great night. And final score, once again, Stevens Point 7 and Wisconsin Rapids 6. So long, everyone. We'll talk to you again. You have been watching this presentation of Wisconsin Valley Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports.